Holy cow, there we go. Say hey, what's up? We are live on YouTube. Holy cow, this has been a trip. Do y'all see me talking for like 5 minutes before I go on air, and you just get to first say hey and we're off and going? Because I can't tell. The doing this the way that I do it, I think, is not very intuitive. So, yeah, what's up? Happy Monday. But please let me know in the chat. I literally have no idea. Robbie says trade season. He asks if we can get a bold deadline prediction. Um, I don't know that I have a bold one yet. Let me tell you this, though. I would like to go live tomorrow for the trade deadline as well. I don't believe I have anything that would stop me from doing that, but also life matters. But if y'all would want to do that, also let me know in the chat. Um, Maybe by the end, I'll give you a bold deadline prediction. I have not been paying attention to the rumors a whole lot. Okay, thank you, Robbie. That's helpful to know. Because I have to like start it on a different platform, and then it lags to get um, to start the YouTube version. I think I'm already streaming on Twitch when that happens. I don't know. Okay, cool, good enough. Thank you. I've always wondered and I've never asked. But yeah, trade deadline tomorrow. Um, Maybe we'll do a live. It might be a little less planned than this, but I'll try and figure it out early in the day. Okay, where shall we start? Pitching? No, I did not catch the Sewell news. Did he get traded because they're finally going to make Matt Brash their super closer? Because they should. No, I have not heard any news in the last hour. So I'm going to look in the news channel. Can I show y'all? Can I actually broadcast that? Sorry, I'm a little chatty today. Sorry if the constant input is too much, but that's what you're going to get. All right, I'm going to go through the news with you. This is how long. 3:48 was the last time I checked this. All right. Okay, no Castellanos. I had to pull him from all my lineups. Alvarez is still down in the order. No Chaz, that's right. Brewers look like the Brewers. Judge is back. Minute Maid Park's going to close the roof. Thank God we know that. Sewell to 8. Okay, all right, cool. Cool. Um, I haven't gotten there yet, but now I see in the YouTube chat that he went to Arizona. That's really good for Arizona. And that's really good for, like Robbie said, Andres Munoz, who I love. I actually need to text my full season guy because we have Munoz. And we're selling. We're like in last place and trying to stay there, so we can reset the keeper clock on Jordan Alvarez. It's a whole thing, but I got to let him know. That's great. That's great for us. All right, cool. That's good for Arizona. That's good for, I mean, I think Seattle. What was the return? I'll figure it out. That's a good call, Mike, about David Robertson. All right, moving on. Griffin Canning scratched. Who cares? Former number one Sorare FP starting pitcher for a week, Chase Silseth. It lasted for a day, maybe 12 hours. Otani's in. All right, Grichuk is starting. I don't think my brother is watching, but he needed to know about Grichuk. I don't want to send more texts on the show. Cubs look like the Cubs. Shout out to Yan Gomes. I'm so glad he's doing so well. That dude is awesome. He's a good person. He's a good man. He's funny. I enjoyed being around him. Love Yan Gomes. Shout out to Yan Gomes. Guardians are fine. Taj Bradley option. That's funny. I'm going to let Laird know because he just won. You can see me doing this now, I assume. All right. All right, we're way up. All right. I don't know if this is helpful. Me going through here like this, but okay. Duran. I won Duran recently, and I'm not starting him. I haven't had a place for him. I probably could have started him over George Springer today, but I didn't give him a shot. Is Bob here, by the way? Is Bob in the chat? All right, Sahong Kim is back. He was hurt. Paul Sewell to be traded. Dominic Canzoni is nice. Josh Rojas just didn't have a spot. I like Rojas for the Mariners. I don't know that he's very good. Yes, Ida shouted out K-Lamp for that article he posted. He sure did. Yeah, and then Munoz got. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the machine. This is actually really beneficial. I'd like to point this out to y'all who aren't subscribed. Stuff like this is great. You get smart people pointing things out that we had pointed out days ago. Ida said, "Hey, remember this?" And then we got two people who just let you know if you didn't know that Munoz is probably the closer now. That's the benefit of Discord. So shout out to all three of you and everyone in the Discord, obviously. All right, Mike got the Kim news. Yes, he is back. All right. You don't need to see that part. All right. Mookie's ankle. I haven't seen anything on Mookie's ankle. If it's not in the news chat, then probably not. I didn't see anything on Mookie. Let me check Twitter really quick. Or, sorry, X. I gotta check X. Stupid. Not one damn thing that Elon Musk has done to Twitter has made it better, and everything has made it worse. All right. Mookie Betts. Ankle. This place sucks. This app sucks. Dealing with right ankle trouble. Out of the Dodgers lineup, second consecutive. That was yesterday. We don't have their lineups yet. Day to day. As someone who plays baseball currently, anything that happens to your legs is not fun. I know that's breaking news to everybody, but man, I had y'all are distracting me in the chat. R.I.P. Pee Wee Herman. Damn. All right. Y'all are hilarious. Oh yeah, the Dodgers don't play tonight, so we won't know. Yeah. Mookie's a tough sell to play today. Musk is bell end. I've never heard bell end as a term. I actually don't know what that means, Mike. I can guess. I have a pretty good idea what it means, but all right. What else we want to do? Pitcher matchups is usually where I go from here. As always, let me know if this stuff is helpful to you. Y'all keep coming back, so it must be to some degree. And sorry, my face is so white. Getting blown out by my own screen here. Must be tough to look at. All right, let's get me off the screen. Okay. Zach Gallen at San Francisco is nice. San Francisco suppresses scoring. I am not terribly comfortable with Morton and Strider right now against the Angels. Their offense is actually pretty good. Most of that is because of Shohei Ohtani, but I am playing them. I mean, I'm playing. You don't ever deprioritize Strider, like he's matchup proof. Morton though projects really well, and I'm not terribly. Charlie Morton is almost 40 and he's pitching like 5 innings a game, so he doesn't go that deep. And as soon as he starts to lose the innings pitched, he's going to lose the strikeouts too, and his scores are going to come way down. Guys who only go 5 innings, like innings pitched, are the thing we don't talk about enough among pitchers in Sorare, actually. Most of your pitcher scoring comes from how long they stay in a game. If they throw an extra inning and rack up, another strikeout, that's 6 more points. For guys that score like 25, 26, that's an inning and a strikeout extra. Or maybe it's 5. I can't remember if strikeouts do. Anyway. Mountcastle versus Abreu versus Adames. That's funny. Oh, I get it. that's that's funny. All right, thank you, Mike. That's very funny. Yeah, yeah, I agree. He is a bell end. All right, Mountcastle, Abreu, Adames. Let's go back to the sheet real quick. I'm just gonna take a quick look. You don't need to see this. All right, who projects best? Mountcastle 121. That's not great. Jose Abreu against the guards is better. He is the 69th player. Willy Adames. Oh, so Adames is 26th, and so he's a boomer bust guy. You need a homer out of him, but it's because Milwaukee's got 3 against Washington and 1 against Pittsburgh. So, like, to me, that's clearly Adames. Abreu, like, has the guards rookies, and he's been better, but, like, Adames is in 16 at bats against 3 pretty rough staffs. Like, if he doesn't at least get you a dinger, that's just variance. Like, you can't be upset about that. Lance Lynn is one of my top projected starters. He is 3rd behind Spencer Strider. I know this is the, like, when you think of Mount Rushmores of pitching, you think Spencer Strider, Shohei Ohtani, and then Lance Lynn's your Teddy Roosevelt, obviously. But, and then Charlie Morton, who I was just speaking so highly of, is 4th. Another guy that I'm just like, I don't know. But yeah, I'm starting in a Super Rare Pro. Lance Lynn, baby. And I have Charlie Morton. I think I'm starting him in All-Star. So we ride on. There are guys that I bought because they're old and because they're not guys you think of stars, so their prices were down. So I bought them to start my Super Rare team, and the chickens have come home to roost. All right, where was I at? Baltimore guys at Toronto. No, thank you. Pavetta starting. Yikes. He needs his opener. That's another guy that I have in Super Rare and don't play. All these guys are like, I don't really want to start him. I like Bayo here. Wrigley not Cincy, so you could start Stroman or Steele. Steele I actually think is a good play. Cincinnati's offense is not that great. And Ellie is struggling right now. People have not talked about the fact that he's now got an OPS like 630 in the last month or whatever because of the hype. Ooh, buddy, roll out Noah Syndergaard against the Astros. Have fun with that. I have Noah Syndergaard in rare. Not even going to make the Sandlot team, believe it or not. Yes, I did see the Savali trade. Sweet. I'm so happy about that. I don't like Savali. I don't think he's that good. I think he's going to regress. As a matter of fact, how about we take a look? And then Manzardo is very interesting as a prospect. So, all right. So here's your man with the two. Here's why we like analytics. Here's the man with a 2.34 ERA. Striking nobody out, giving up a lot of hits, but he is staying off of barrels. Those guys exist. He is not fooling anyone, but people are making contact. Yes, Savali is an innings eater, and that is exactly the reason that people said they went after Syndergaard. It's like they just need someone to eat innings as these guys come close to their innings limits, and they're like, yeah, we got an innings eater. Let's get him out of here. But I don't think he's that good, Robbie. I don't think he's that good. I think he makes more sense there anywhere, for sure. But I mean, it's not like Cleveland didn't shape pitchers to the best they could be. It's kind of been their MO for as long as they've been alive. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, so the Rays and the Guardians do a lot of business, and that's because they. I mean, first of all, Terry Francona had Kevin Cash as bench coach in Boston, so they're already on the same minds, and they're both playing the Moneyball game. So they are just two franchises that have really connected. I mean, but like the Rays win every trade with the Guardians. Like I cannot think of a Rays Guardians trade that's been beneficial. Like when the Guardians offloaded Edwin Encarnacion, who was kind of dead in the water at that point. I think he had one decent year left, but and they added Yandy Diaz to the deal to get Carlos Santana back. Um, yeah. God, there's plenty. There's plenty of instances. Chris Archer trade, I believe. I think they got Chris Archer for basically nothing from the Guardians. Anyway, so yeah, this is Savali. I don't need to do a deep dive, but like, you can look slow fastball, whatever. I don't think he moves the needle. I doubt Manzardo's on here. Oh, here he is. Anything of note? No, we don't care about his minor league stats, but we do care. It's right there. We do care about this. So here's prospect report right here. Number one prospect of the Rays. They gave up number one prospect, the number 37 overall prospect for Aaron Savali. They have a logjam. Like they don't need corner infielders, and he's already at AAA. Like they're playing him at AAA at age 23. Like he's toddling. So yeah, he's currently a 55 hit tool. That's like pretty far above average, pretty decently above average. Average is about 40 on this scale, and it goes to 70 if you're not familiar. 70 hit tool. That's like. Well, let's see. How about that? Let's look at the board. Prospects. Who else has got a 70 hit tool? Luis Matos. I don't know him terribly well. Wow, this guy at AAA is a current 70, and he doesn't have much speed. Oh yeah, that looks like the type of guy that would be. All right, but let's go into the past. Let's find 70 great hitters from the past. Tyler Freeman could get there for sure. That makes sense to me. Not a lot of power. This is just this is bat to ball skills. I just want to find someone. Oh, well, there he was. I just want to find someone. Yeah, Nick Madrigal. So yeah, these are guys who came up and they were like, these guys just make contact with the ball. And that's the thing with Manzardo is he makes contact with the ball. Now, if you look at his power, I went too far into this rabbit hole. Might as well just go back. Wrong guy. If you go back to this, you'll see that like his game power is like, all right. His raw power is meh. So you're looking at more of a, I don't know, Casey Kochman is the first guy who comes to mind, but like he's got more power than that. He apparently has enough power, or they project him to have enough power to where like he'll still grind out like 20 to 30 homers in his best years, but most of all he's going to be like an OBP. Early Joey Votto. I think that is more the comp. It's like early Joey Votto. Okay, I made that point. Yes, they do love their contact guys. They hate power, despise it. Michael Walker last year. Yeah, Ida, that's pretty damn close. I like that. Does anyone in the AL East sell? No, I don't think so. Cashman doesn't have to. The Red Sox don't have to. I don't know what the Red Sox even have to sell for that matter. But they're like in the wild card race, right? Yeah, they're currently in via the wild card because there's three. Yeah, so no, I don't think anyone in the East sells. Yeah, I could see Verdugo, because that's a contract thing, I believe. How much has he got left? Yeah, next year's his last arbitration year, so teams like to move off of, um, are starting to move off of guys in that third arbitration, which I think is kind of what, was in that article from K-Lamp. But that was more closers because there's less value there, I assume. Should I start Cole or Glass now? Garrett Cole is pretty matchup proof. Where is he projecting? Why can I not find him? Oh, yeah, just below. I like Cole to go deeper. I don't think Tampa Bay's offense is that formidable anymore. They're pretty good. And I just think Cole is a better pitcher and has a better chance of going deep into the game than Glass now. But it's a toss up. Like, I can't say that Garrett Cole is that much better of a pitcher than Tyler Glass now, but Glass now hasn't been able to replicate it long term. So, I normally I would just go with the projections, but I think, I don't know. Glass now is definitely facing the weaker lineup. If you're asking, Giacomo, if you're asking about, Clay Holmes versus Andres Munoz, it's Andres Munoz by a mile. They have 4 games, and, well, I guess the Yankees do too, don't they? But they play Tampa and Houston, whereas Munoz plays Boston and LA. And is on, I think Seattle's the better team. I think I'm just dogging the Yankees too much because they're not as good as the Yankees normally are. They do have a pretty rough offense, though. So I'm saying Munoz. Maybe not by a mile, like I said, but I'm saying Munoz. Oh, you're still looking at Alex Verdugo's ugly mug? Well, shoot, Bob's not here. I was going to do something very specific because, he and I had a discussion Sunday night, um, about Aaron Nola. If you have Aaron Nola, um, you know he's wildly inconsistent lately, especially. Um, and if you look at the spreadsheet and a lot of my videos, um, you know that I like Aaron Nola and that he projects very highly for me. And kind of across the industry. I think I might project him a little higher than most people, but from a Sorare standpoint, I mean, other people aren't doing Sorare projections. So the scoring is a little different, so it pushes him up. But I wanted Bob to be able to be here to talk about it. So maybe I'm going to push that off. Nola does project semi well for the week. 22nd, but with the way that he's going and the fact that he's on Thursday, I can see a little hesitancy there. So I'm going to push that off. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. I'd like Bob to be here, though. So he's not here. But yeah, it had to do with like asking the right questions. And he kind of asked a question that like you would expect, not expect, but like, how do I put this? It's not a quantifiable question, which one I don't feel as capable of answering because like my wheelhouse is kind of the quantitative stuff. But also like it was qualitative in a way that like you can't obtain it. Like if you're judging people on um, things that you can't prove when there's so much data available in baseball, I think you're asking the wrong questions. Um, Not that it was a ludicrous question to ask. Like it makes sense. It's something that you can definitely think about, but you can't quantify it. Um, so as far as I'm doing projections, and I got a lot of numbers, and there is a lot of nuance that you need to consider on top of the numbers. The projections are not a guide. Or sorry, they are a guide, but they're not a choice. You need to make the choice, and there are things to consider. And Bob asked a question about something that is reasonable to consider. Um, but I have numbers that say he's going to be good. That I have numbers that say he has been good. As a matter of fact, the one thing I do want to do while we're here is look up how good he's actually been this season. And then I'll get back to your questions and everything because I'll save the breakdown for another day, or maybe I'll just do a separate video. But let's see, pitchers 2023. Aaron Nola is the 13th best pitcher. He projects to be. Wow, Mitch Keller has been better than Aaron Nola. That's interesting. Here's the points. This is all colored weird. So here's the column you want to look at. This is actual points scored. So these are the guys who've been better than Aaron Nola. Some surprises, Logan Webb. Again, innings eater. 141. That's most in the league. Yep. That's why he's there. He strikes out enough people. 140. I mean, he strikes out as much as Zach Gallen. 2 less than Luis Castillo, who's known as a strikeout guy, but he does not pitch nearly enough innings. He's 16 innings behind in 1 less start. So, what I was saying about innings. The great unknown. Jesus Luzardo. I wouldn't have guessed that. But high strikeout guy, right? 144, and yeah. So, 4 more than Logan Webb. 20 less innings. Wow, he's just been real efficient. Shout out Jesus Luzardo. So yeah, Aaron Nola is 13. I have him projected 4th, and he projects well every week, especially like against the Pirates. So why does he fall apart? He does. Definitely happens. All right. All right. Athers asks about Edouard Julien. You're still looking at it? All right, let's add him. Apparently, he's not in the spreadsheet. Did I spell his name right? No. Because that's not a thing. So, I don't know what positions he plays. Again, bear with me with my internet. Ooh! It's so nice to see that ETH number in my account. OURID. So I finished 3rd in Rare Pro, which was sick. And I won 0.08 ETH. I cannot begin to tell you how lovely it is to see an extra 0.08 ETH in my account. Just for playing the game. I was sleeping on these ETH rewards, but like when you hit, damn, they're good. All right, Edouard Julien does not project well at all. 15. I don't think too highly of him at this point. Yeah, I know Bob will watch it, Robbie. That's true. Uh, Robbie said something about a Devers breakdown. Oh, for Bob. Gotcha. Um, Devers versus Ramirez, right. Glasnow or McClanahan versus the Yankees. What's where is Shane O'Mac? He projects pretty low. I don't know how many innings he's been going. I think Glasnow has been going deeper. I think they're using kid gloves on McClanahan. He has not gone 5 innings. Is this last year? Oh, I did not know he went to USF. Interesting. 5 innings, 4 innings recently. He's been getting hit around a little bit. He hasn't had a scoreless game since May. He hasn't had a 1-run game since the middle of June. So, yeah, I'm going to go Glass now. Interesting, Robbie. Nola's far from a head case. Bad starts happen to everyone, some more than others. When you aren't elite, swing and miss blowups can happen. Yeah, and that's what I was going to look at. And he's not elite swing and miss. He just crafts the strike zone well, I believe. What is Aaron Nola's whiff rate? Survey says. Yeah, 50%. Unsurprisingly, Robbie is right. All right, so Mark Canha has been traded to the Brewers. Robbie, Mark Canha was good for a year. He's not that bad. I mean, he is now, but. Giacomo, I will go over relief pitcher usage in a second. All right, Robbie. So you said reliable's nice, but he lacks upside for me compared to others. Let's actually look at that. We're just doing the Bob episode. Sorry, Bob. Um, sorry you can't take your cracks at me. Because I don't think that's true. I think he does have upside compared to others. I mean, you mentioned the 12K games. Like, who else does that? And he's done it a couple of times. Right. I was perusing Powell Trader for MLB because I'm winning. You know, I want a Taylor Motter as a tier 4, and Taylor Motter, 1, sucks. 2, has never played on a team for like more than 60 games, and 3 was a tier 4. And also, he doesn't have a he doesn't have a card yet. He's on the market right now, and I think he still doesn't have a bid because why would anyone bid on Taylor Motter? Unbiddable. Someone bid on him? Nope, that's me selling him. So did he go? Sorry. I'm getting off the Nola point to chase something that only I care about. Hold on. Just type his name like an idiot. Did he get pulled from the market? I know the number 1. Oh, I'm just dumb. Because I can just say cards. Damn it. I think they pulled it from the market. Look, the number 1 mint does not exist. This is me. Wow, I think they pulled it from the market. Look, it says 2 super rare cards. It was on the market, unless it just ended. But it would show here, right? I. Ooh. I think they pulled it. Hey, you can look at Taylor Motter's international page. Look at these beauties. Look at these Taylor Motter seasons. Get rid of partial seasons for me. Get rid of the minor leagues, please. Get rid of all of it. I like preseason projections though. Hey, he had a 3-game stop in Boston where he was mashing. Dude, he's got negative weighted runs created plus. He is. I don't even know how that works mathematically. What is it? Okay, so if 100 is the 50th percentile, then 0 is still the 0th percentile, or is the 50th percentile? So I think he's 19% worse than the average hitter. No, he's 119% worse than the average hitter. I don't even know. I don't know how the math. I'm doing the Zach Galifianakis. I think it's Julia Roberts. He hit 7 homers once and still had a weighted runs created plus of 57. All right. Sorry. Good Lord. I would have pulled him off the market too. He shouldn't have been in the reward pool. Definitely shouldn't have been a tier 4. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Aaron Nola. No upside. 38, 39, 46, 46. He's just got a lower floor. When he gets beat around, he gets beat around because he doesn't have like a consistent amount of strikeouts. But like, okay, so he has 2 46s. Now let's look at Strider, who is going to clearly be better. But we're going to take into account the amount of 46s he has. 1! He has less 46s than Aaron Nola. But his floor is 5 to 6 points higher. That's the difference. Garrett Cole is a high floor pitcher. He also has a high upside, which is why he's among the best in the game. 20, 24. He has one fewer 46 than Aaron Nola. Yeah, outliers perhaps, but Aaron Nola is streaky. Within games, he's streaky. But like, you're seeing 6 to 7 points higher with Aaron Nola. Even Garrett Cole had a 3. What did he do in that 3? Did he exit early? 5 innings, 2 strikeouts, got beat around. Oh, I agree with you about not looking at previous scores. But like, you can look at the share of scores and see how. I mean, I don't care about that. I use the projections, which also say Aaron Nola is the 4th best player. So the numbers all point to it. Like, I don't really care about these. I mean, yeah, this is what you get with Spencer Strider. That is why he's elite. Way more 35 to 40s. Go back to Aaron Nola, you're going to have way more on the left. 15 to 20. Lower floor. Consistently lower floor. So it's like playing Kyle Schwarber, which I do every week because I'm an idiot. But like Kyle Schwarber is either going to have he's going to have a couple of 30s, which like whatever, I might win a tier 5. I don't care. But he's going to have some 68s more often than anyone else. Cuz he's just going to hit like 3 or 4 homers, strike out a couple of times. Whatever, he has those. There are better players, like Aaron Judge is going to do that but also not suck in between the homers. That's the difference between the low guys and the high guys is generally floor. But there are a lot of guys who come in the middle who are just high ceiling, very low floor. It's why like I was very interested in Joey Gallo in this game at the beginning. Because like so if you're from a DFS background, let me just explain it. Let me just take a step back. In DFS, there are cash players and there are GPP players. In cash games, about 45% of the field gets just double their money, just 2x their money. In a GPP, 28 to 30% of the field gets paid at all. The majority of those are 2x's, and then the top 1% gets an insane prize, like 80% of the player pool, or the prize pool. And then it just really trickles off fast. I don't care about winning tier 5s and tier 4s. I have won so many of them, I give them away. They're never going to, because of the way that the MLB works and with the minors, it's not like soccer where like you get someone who's a tier 5 because, you know, they don't play at all at a club that's a little better than their skill level right now. Those guys aren't on the platform. They're doing that for, you know, indentured servitude salaries in the minors. They don't get to make any of the money that MLB and the players thus are making off of Sorare. And we don't get to benefit from it either. But like I don't need those guys. So like I want Kyle Schwarber's because I can afford Kyle Schwarber. Why would I pay for a higher floor? Given what I just told you, like I want to win tier 1s. It's happened twice. I've won 2 tier 1s in at all in Sorare. That's fine, but like some people never have. So the way I get there though is because that's where the money ball takes you. It takes you to, like, people know Shohei Ohtani is great because he puts up incredible numbers, so they're going to pay for him. That's how Garrett Cole was early, and now Spencer Strider. Like, 3x. Like, if you look at the VORP, it doesn't make sense for their increase in price. And that's what you get at the top. And they're great to have because they are the next step to getting you there. But, like, Kyle Schwarber, rest of season, and his numbers only gotten worse because he's been underperforming. 521 points compared to Ohtani 636. So 100 points less over the course of the season. His limited price is 1/11th. Ohtani's price is 11 times Schwarber's price for 100 more points spread across 20 game weeks. So 2 points a game week? I'm doing quick math and I'm almost 100% sure that that's not right. All right. 636.5 minus. Where are you at, Schwarber? 521.5. 115 points. We're going to say 20 game weeks. That's 6 points a game week. Is the difference between Ohtani and Schwarber. 6 points a game week. Not even. Less than that. Obviously, Ohtani continues to hit like a machine. and is overperforming his projections, which may never catch up to how good he is. Might not be enough data. Kyle Schwarber is underperforming his, and when the barren times are there, they are barren. They are negative. But let's look at this and see if it's 11 times worse than Ohtani's. It's going to be worse. Look at all these yucks. That's fine. He's got one 40-point game. He's got two 25 to 30, three 30 to 35s. These are where you win weeks, and you need like 5 of them. And he's got 6 of those instances in a single game. I like those odds. Let's look at Ohtani and laugh, because it's going to be nuts. Is it 11 times worse? Just about. It is 15, 19, 23. All right, so he's got almost 4 times as many of those scores. Is that worth 11 times the price of Schwarber? I would say not quite. Especially when you consider how few of... he's got 25 of the 5 or negative, 5 to negative whatever. Whereas Schwarber has 53. But he's still got these. And I should use another... Someone, if someone can think of just like another 90th percentile, I'll look at it. How about that? How about I just go right here? Kyle Tucker, great example. Let's look at his distribution of scores, because you only need 3. He's got more of these games than Schwarber? No, close. And he's got a couple more of these. Good. I would rather have Kyle Tucker than Kyle Schwarber. Pick your Kyle. So again, he projects for Schwarber's 521, 89. The difference there, but what's the difference between Kyle Tucker and Shohei Ohtani? We know that Kyle Tucker is a better player than Schwarber, and we'd all rather have him. No shock there. All right, Ohtani minus. Where are you, my friend? Kyle Tucker, 610. 26 points. Or 20 game weeks. That is 1.325 points per game more for Shohei Ohtani. Again, Ohtani's price, limited level, 0.122. Tucker, 0.033. So just under 4 times less. So yeah, distribution scores. I've been on this. Yeah. Tucker, Yelich, Mookie, Adolis. Yeah, better floors. I don't know about Adolis or Yelich. Yelich projects like a couple points behind Schwarber, and he's going to have a higher floor. I have been directing people towards Yelich over Schwarber, despite Yelich projecting less, for what it's worth. A lot of these. Great. I would rather more of these than one 140-plus game. Definitely a higher floor, and just as much. I would rather have Yelich. But, like, this is happening, I can't remember how many fewer times. I believe Schwarber had 8. Yeah, I would rather have Christian Yelich. Adolis Garcia, I'm interested to see that one. I believe he projects over Schwarber. Quite a bit. Yeah. 0.15. That's barely more than Kyle Schwarber. I would much rather have Adolis Garcia, for sure. But like at the time I bought, Schwarber was real low. I got him for like 0.06 at the rare level. And now he's worth $108 because I have that calculation wrong. Let me look at Garcia really quick. Yeah, 240 pluses. Yeah, he had the 81. He had the 4 homer game. Yeah, I'd rather have him too. I like higher floors. Don't get me wrong, but like at the time that I bought these guys, there was a bigger gulf, and Adolis Garcia wasn't that crazy. I just play Kyle Schwarber because that's who I have, and I also want him. I get the. I would rather have everyone you've named, Robbie, but it's similar to Otani. I'm comparing him to Otani, like Kyle Schwarber to Shohei Otani. It's an 11 times difference, and Schwarber is low. I would not advise someone to buy Schwarber right now. There are better buys. Alex Bregman is cheaper. Randy Rosarena is $1 more. Adolis Garcia is $10 more. Not even that. $7 more. Paul Goldschmidt. Yeah, I wouldn't advise it now. I'm just saying, like at the time. Yeah, you're playing home run derby there. You need a balance. But like I said, you have named nothing but people who project better, except Yelich, who I agree. I want power speed. He doesn't project well because the projections are not taking into account stolen bases to the level that they are. So I get it. I wouldn't be warming. I don't have Gallo. I never bought him. I wouldn't be lining up Schwarber and Olsen like that. That is a lottery ticket, and sometimes that works. I would play that lineup with no problem, zero problem, in limited NO. I would play Schwarber and Olsen and a bunch of home run guys. I wouldn't like my chances, but I'd do it because I know the range of outcomes. And if they just have like mediocre weeks by their standards, maybe not, if they have above average weeks by their standards, then I'm winning a prize. If my pitching is good. All right. Yeah, under the Mendoza line, Schwartz. But yes, what you said, balance, absolutely. You say he kills more lineups than he helps, but like, what does it matter if you're winning tier twos? Or sorry, tier fives, tier fours? Like, who cares? Nobody needs those. And like, you don't get enough to make your time worth it. You don't get the reinvestment back. So like, yeah, I would rather have him in a lineup and hope it goes off. And then most of the time, my lineup's not going to be good enough to win anything above a tier four anyway. But if it's decent and Kyle Schwarber has a Kyle Schwarber week, then I'm talking T2 and maybe better. That's the difference. But yeah, I'd rather have Austin Riley than Matt Olson. I would rather have the more consistent floor guys because yeah, you want consistent floor guys who have upside. The next best thing is inconsistent guys who have upside. Like you're not going to play Stephen Kwan and you're not going to play Stephen Kwan at every position. And those guys you named are not Stephen Kwan. They have tools, but it's the same thing on both sides. Like if you're just playing floor, you're just going to grind out tier fours, tier threes, and you're just going to waste your time on the platform while the price of your cards goes down. All right, you wanted to know about Giacomo asked about Giacomo. You can look at this on Fangraphs, my friend. This is really easy. You don't need me to do this for you every week. It's very easy to access. All right, Bautista, he's fine. Jansen, that's not a lot. And he had a day off. Jansen's fine. Clay Holmes, who cares? You say you love speed guys, but you don't like Estuary Ruiz. Floor is valuable if they have upside. That is my argument. All right, Fairbanks is fine. Hicks, Swanson, both fine. No, you're fine, Giacomo. You don't have to apologize. I'm just letting you know. Like it's Fangraphs right here, roster resource, closer depth chart. I'll even drop it in the chat. Pop a favorite on it. I don't mind going through this. It's just like I don't want you to feel left out to dry if I don't answer that. And whatever. People have seen this. That's the only thing. But do not worry. Gregory Santos, sure, fine. Who cares? Clase is fine. Alex Lang is fine. Scott Barlow might get canned. I'm running my new Yohan Duran, who I won today. Presley's fine. Neris is fine. Estevez, no. 34 pitches, I ain't doing it. I don't think they have 4 games, right? Oh, they do. Against Atlanta and Seattle. I wouldn't bury him, but he's fine. Trevor May's fine. Munoz is all right. 25 pitches in a day off and then 4 games. Like, he might not pitch tonight, but he'll probably pitch 2. That's fine. Iglesias. Atlanta's only got 3 games. I would be a little worried about that 20 spot. Like, if he pitches tonight, he's not going to pitch. And then you're kind of praying he pitches Wednesday. Robertson's got 1 more day in him before he needs a day off. Generally, if you see, like, I give them 25 pitches over 2 days, 2 consecutive days. Is generally when I'm like, I don't know. But this is not a science, and I haven't gotten it terribly right. Craig Kimbrell, 15 pitches yesterday. He has 4 games. So 15's fine. If he pitches 10 tonight, great. He's probably going to have Tuesday off, and then maybe he pitches again Wednesday or Thursday. I'm fine with that from a reliever. Yeah, whatever. These guys suck. Alzolay is in a nice spot. I don't remember where they play. I'm not taking matchups into account. I'm just letting you know availability before lock. I know it's in 1 minute. Diaz is fine. Devin is fine. Bednar, no. 47 pitches in the last 2 days. They only have 3 games. I'm not playing David Bednar. Also, he's probably going to get traded. So that's even less games for him to play. Gallegos is fine. Seawald, I don't know that I would play him just purely based on the fact that the trade hasn't been approved or something, but he has 4 games in San Francisco. You probably can't go too wrong there. I would just exercise a little bit of caution. Who cares about Colorado? Evan Phillips is fine. Josh Hader, no. Do they have 4? They have 3 at Colorado. So Josh Hader's a no for me. I would not start Josh Hader. Duvall's got 4 games, but he ain't pitching tonight. Duvall's a little risky. I love him as a pitcher. He's probably a great man, too. I'd probably love him. But yeah, a little bit of caution with him, but he's also so damn good. All right, I think we locked. I hope I got that. I hope I answered who you needed quickly enough. But all right, and then I'm going to go back at Robbie again before I get out of here. I'm going to make the case for Estuary Ruiz. All right, yeah, we're live. Okay. I was doing this playing around today, and this is where the Estuary Ruiz conversation came from. And then I will release y'all to your families and your other hobbies. Where did I put this? There's so many tabs in my spreadsheet at this point that I'm just like, I just get lost in it. Hitters 2023. Yeah, I labeled it completely differently than everything else. Great. That's how you want to do it. Okay. Here we go. Here's the case for Estuary Ruiz. It's not going to be a strong case. But here we go. All right. Here are hitters scoring. Let's do this. Let's take a look at scoring to this point in Major League Baseball. How about that? Pretty good, right? Believe it or not, the best 2 hitters are Ronald Acuna Jr. and Shohei Ohtani. And then there's a pretty big jump up to Freddie Freeman from Mookie Betts, which is great. And then we got Corbin Carroll right behind Mookie Betts. There's Matt Olson, all of his, up or down. He does have 33 homers. I don't care about 122 strikeouts. He is still the 6th highest scoring player this year. Strike out all you want. It is 1 point. Don't care. Tuck. Hosey. Surprise! He's not Ohtani. He's not Acuna. But he is a top 10 hitter in baseball. There's Rafael Devers down at 23. But yeah, so we talk about Vorp. Look at the way that these bunch up. 122 points between all these spots. There are almost 122 points in between Ronald Acuna and Shohei Ohtani. We talked about upside and floor, correct? Okay. Stolen bases. That is the difference between Ronald Acuna and Shohei Ohtani. Plate appearances, similar. Uh, way more homers for Ohtani. Way more strikeouts for Ohtani. But 38 stolen bases more. So, thanks, Chef. Um, so yeah, extra base hits right here. All these are good, believe it or not, especially homers and stolen bases. That's where you get upside. So let's look at the players. This is sorted by plate appearance. This is extra base hits and stolen bases per plate appearance. Surprise! Ronald Acuna is not number one. So how good is the metric? I don't know. Also, shout out to Mickey Moniak, who is putting up near Corey Seager numbers in 97 fewer at bats. There's a reason he went number one, folks. But there's Ohtani. Surprise, surprise. Judge. JD Martinez hits so many. He's got 46 extra base hits in limited time. That's great. Jake Berger also been on a tear. Luis Robert, he does both, kinda. Jarren Duran is up here. So yeah, obviously, these are not floor guys necessarily. Some of them are, but they do the things that give you upside, and that's why we like them. Even Jarren Duran, who has 30 doubles. Only 6 homers, but he's got 30 doubles, and then he steals. Are you pointing out Jeimer Candelario? As well as Jake Bauers, who I was just talking about. Okay, so yeah, let's weight home runs and stolen bases, because those are the ones that really make the difference. We know that. You can just look at it, you can tell. If stolen bases make up the difference between Ohtani having 15 more home runs than Ronald Acuna, then we know it's important. Also, Ronald Acuna, I think, just hits for way more average, but I don't know that because it's not right in front of me. So let's weigh those things. Mark Mathias to the Giants? Wait. Oh, Jeimer Candelario to the Cubs, huh? That's a nice pickup for them. Look at them going for it. Wait, who is Mark Mathias? And who is the guy? Who is the dude? Oh, okay, that's what you're saying, Ida. Robbie, who is the dude? Who is the Mark Vientos? Okay, I knew it wasn't the same guy. Mark Mathias is not the same guy. Okay, woo. AJ Pollock to the Giants. I hope he helps. And we're still waiting on the Jamer. All right, here we go. Look at how much better Ronald Acuna is. It's weird. I don't understand how it works. I'm looking at the right numbers, but yeah, it's the stolen bases. It's just the golf and stolen bases that exercises this metric. But like, okay, so here's Estuary Ruiz. He doesn't have enough extra base hits to even really pop on here. But if you're getting an extra base or a stolen base per plate appearance, it should, per game. Sorry, it's per game. Per game, that's 6 points. So that's 20 points per game week. Not going to win you much because he doesn't have the ceiling, which you know, but he's not that bad. He's really not. The 5 points for a stolen base, like he gets a point for getting on. That's 6 points. That's more than a double. It's a point more than a double. Doesn't strike out much. He's got really good command of the plate. So sometimes he does that and then you get a double. So like he's not that bad. I think he's a playable player if the rest of your lineup are boppers. But like, again, how many homers does he actually have? I didn't even look at that. He has 1. Okay. He has 20. He has 21. Yeah. Yeah. He's a playable player. More so than a lot of guys. But yeah, when I look at this, I see because, both numbers are hot red. Judge and Ohtani, surprising. Luis Robert, he's only got 12 stolen bases, but 29 homers, 28 doubles, pretty damn good. Here's Corey Seager down here. It's these guys, Franco, Witt, Carroll, Acuna, like they're just a little bit less, but they do the upside stuff. That's why they're on this list, period. So, yeah. I think you have 4 elite players at the top. Ruiz is only there because of the metric is not very refined. It's just something I threw together this morning. Then you get power speed. Like power speed guys are the key. And these are all power speed guys, except Ruiz, and then just so much power from Judge in such a limited sample size. He's so purely power like Ohtani, where he doesn't need to steal a ton of bases. And I think, he's got more homers per plate appearance than Ohtani, so he would be right up there. Power speed. Freddie Freeman just hit so many doubles, and he's got 12. He's got as many stolen bases as Luis Robert. Sneaky good. I would really like I'd really like a Freddie Freeman card, as well as a Mookie Betts card. Josh Lowe. Surprising to see him on here. I didn't realize he's been that good. Power speed guy, 22 steals. Like, this is how you unearth guys like this. Here's Jarren Duran again. Maybe I shouldn't sell Jarren Duran. I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to pull him off the market right now. Because now that I've looked at that's the kind of guy that I want. But he's also like Ruiz, where he doesn't have the power, but 30 doubles. He's just a good floor guy in that way, and he has medium upside. Okay. I think I've made all my points. Did I answer all the questions? Oh, Riz, we locked, buddy. Probably wait. Oh man, Luis Robert Jr. is a lot better. I hope you played Luis Robert. You want to talk about the difference between floor and upside? Luis Robert and Whit Merrifield. The one extra game doesn't matter that much. It's 3 to 4 more at bats. That's how you have to think about an extra game. In 3 to 4 at bats, what kind of damage could a player do? Kyle Schwarber, I want more shots. I want 3 to 4 more opportunities to hit that home run or two I'm looking for, and maybe I'll take a -4. I don't care. The ratio is so much bigger. I gotta stop dying on the Schwarber hill. Okay, cool. Is Ruiz's... If you're thinking about like long term, I think I agree. He's Billy Hamilton, but he has good control of the strike zone. He's got a 310 on base. I gotta know what Billy's is. Yeah, career 292. So yeah, he's just a little better than Billy Hamilton. Not a guy I'm pouring money into on Sorare, but I like him. Yes, Jarren Duran's young. I like that. He's cool. He's cool dude. He's got cool tattoos. All right, I'm out of here. My voice is running out. I've been doing a lot of talking today. I hope that wasn't too much info. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you all win as much as I did, if not more, this week. I had a great week. The rewards were kind of whatever, but I had a great week. I had fun. And now I'm ready to roll again. And here we are. I don't need to pitch the Patreon, I don't think, but I will. Patreon.com/SorareFP for all of our projections. $10 for the app, $5 for just the projections. All of that fun. All right, I guess we did do the NOLA. We did the NOLA show, kind of. So, yeah. That's all I got. I hope y'all win a ton. and I will see y'all hopefully again this week before Friday. I'm going to try to get a little bit more content out, but we'll see. Robbie, do not apologize. Any amount of interaction is always helpful. So, if anyone else ever has something to redirect me, please go ahead and just ask and just keep asking. All right, I'll see you.